In this video, I show you the best swing trading strategy where you don't have to invest too much time and have a very high win rate. So let us don't waste too much time and go directly into the content. First, I will tell you what a swing trade is, what are the advantages and the disadvantages. Then I will show you my swing trading strategy and which criteria I use to find the perfect swing trades. And at last, I will show you some perfect swing trading examples so you can use it for your trading. So first, what is a swing trade? A swing trade is a trade that you take from a higher time frame. So minimum the hourly time frame, mostly you will use the 4-hourly or the daily time frame. So there are many advantages for swing trading. First, you will have a higher win rate because you will trade with the trend and don't against a trend. You will have a smaller time invest because you don't will trade the whole day like a typical day trader. You search for trades on the 4-hourly or daily time frame. You will set some alerts, and if the price comes into this zone, then you will search for a trade. And you will have no over trading because you are not the whole time before your screen. You will don't search for trades that are not worth to take. You will just search for the best trades and the best risk reward ratio. And you can do it in a 9 to 5 perfectly. The disadvantage will be that you find less trades because you search for trades in the higher time frame. You would find more signals on the 5-minute time frame than on the daily time frame because it takes longer. Because the market takes longer to evolve and build structures. Now I show you which criteria I use to find the perfect swing trades. The first aspect is pro trend. Pro trend means that we trade with the trend. You will find the higher time frame trend if you have lower highs and lower lows. Or if you have a bullish trend, you will have higher lows and higher highs. It's very important to trade with the trend because you will have a higher risk reward ratio and a higher win rate because we trade with the long legs of this trend. As you can see, the trend leg is much bigger than the retracement. So you want to make a trade with the trend. The next important criteria is that we have good zones to trade from. In the best case, we have supply and demand zones or order blocks. Here you can see some supply and demand zones. A supply zone is a zone where a bearish move started, and if the price comes back to the supply zone, the chance is high that we can trade from this zone to the downside to continue the trend. The same works for this demand zone right here. Then we need liquidity to take and liquidity to target. As you can see, we have a supply zone right here. This supply zone is in a bearish trend, as you can see, and with this supply zone we caused a lower low, so it's a strong supply zone. Now we need a point to liquidity to take. As you can see, we have this wick and this wick right here, and this could be a liquidity to take because here are some stop loss order from people who are shorting the market, and if the price comes into this zone, we can take the liquidity and bring it in the liquidity to target. To find liquidity to target on a trend is very easy because we have here lower lows. We try to target this lows right here, so this could have been a perfect trade. We have a risk reward ratio of 6, so you will make 6 times more money than you risk on your stop loss right here. We had our liquidity to take over here, targeted this liquidity, we came into the supply zone back, took the liquidity right here, and as you can see, we came rapidly to the downside and closed our trade in the liquidity to target right here. If you want me to make a video just about liquidity, write it down in the comments and subscribe to the channel to don't miss the next videos. The next important thing is that we see a pro order flow. It's a trend on the smaller time frame, so the perfect swing trade has to be pro trend. So on the higher time frame we are in a trend, and that we have a trend on the smaller time frame as well. Ideally we want to see a reaction and the break of structure in the supply demand zone or order block. On this example you can see it perfectly. Here we are on the 1-hourly time frame. We came into this zone, we took the liquidity above this highs right here, and now we are searching for a break of structure. As you can see, we have a bullish structure right here on the 1-hourly time frame with higher lows and higher highs. As you can see, we had the last low right here, and as we broke with this body close right here, this purple line, we moved into a bearish structure and the price gone down. So as you can see, after the break of structure, we saw this bearish move to the downside. The last important point is that you always have a stop loss where our trading idea is invalidated. So you want to set a stop loss above the last high or under the last low where the higher time frame trend will be broken, and then we don't want to be in the trade. And we want a very good risk reward ratio of minimum 2 to 1, but the higher the risk reward ratio is, the more profits you will make on your trade. So now I will show you some more perfect trade examples. As you can see, we had this example right here in the US30. We were in a higher time frame downtrend. We had this good supply zone right here, came into the supply zone, had liquidity to take, liquidity to target. We will set our stop loss right over this highs right here, as you can see, because then the trade idea would be invalidated and we want a risk reward ratio from minimum 2-to-1. Here's also a perfect example in the US30 because we have our trend continuation over here. We have our supply zone right here, which caused a lower low and a very explosive bearish continuation. We have some liquidity to take right here. We have our liquidity to target right here. And as we came into this zone, we are searching for a break of structure on the lower time frame. So now we are on the 30-minute time frame. We saw this bullish trend to the upside. We came into the supply zone, took the liquidity to take. We have here our break of structure, as you can see here. And after this break of structure, we move to the downside. So we can move directly here into a trade. If you want to have a risky trade, you can put your stop loss over this high right here. Or if you want to have a conservative stop loss, you will put your stop loss above this highs right here. Then we put our target at the liquidity to target. And as you can see, we have minimum of 2 risk reward ratio. And then the trend shifted to the bearish and we closed our trade with very much profit. And now I will show you another bullish example. We can see our bullish trend right here. We can find this demand zone right here, which led to a higher high, as you can see right here. So we came back into this zone, and after we had the break of structure here, we make our stop loss under this low right here, make our target into the next liquidity to target, this high right here. We have a risk reward ratio of 3.36, and as you can see, the price moved rapidly to the upside and we had a perfect bullish swing trade. So this was it for this video. If you want to see more videos where you learn trading, especially the strategy I use for my personal trading, then write it down in the comments and subscribe to this channel to don't miss the next videos. Thank you really much for watching. I wish you the best profits in trading and see you in the next video.